Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope y'all having a lovely morning today. So it's a great feeling that you have to come out here, relax your mind and body for one moment. Once it reactivates your body, it will be ready to go. All right. So let's talk about this Britney Spears 25th anniversary. Britney Spears was an American singer, a truly global pop icon. She had a beautiful voice, which was performed since the early 2000s, so yeah. Britney Spears started her first music career back in 98 and 99, which she had her first album. Man, I cannot believe I bought Britney Spears CD, that was my favorite old school song back in the day, man. So, and hit me, baby, one more time. I know you there's anything like me. Yeah, I listen. I listen to Britney Spears. Her first debut, because the song was never boring. I usually love her songs so much, so and another song that it really came to my mind is this, that born to make you happy, that's just the song I've listened to. That, man, isn't the best feeling I could possibly get, and I will not forget her legacy, so she has a couple of children, I don't know what are their names, but Britney Spears' children are all good kids. She's been taking good care of them, ever since they were like younger kids, so that's the old days apart, so so in Britney Spears' second album, was originally called Oops, I Did It Again. you know, I don't have her CD, but I listened to this on YouTube. You know, she was like, like Britney Spears is like, you know, dominantly flew out of space. You know, because I was like, man, you know, because like she just fell down into the ground, and the song just, and it just said, oops, I did it again, I fell myself down, you know. So, you know, but her music was totally amazing, you know. How can I not forget Britney Spears' album, you know, you know. So she's been doing this for the past 25 years, you know, you know. So her music legacy is more important than us, you know. So, you know, in 2005, Britney Spears won her Grammy Award song, which was called Toxic, you know. You know, I never listened to that song in my entire life, but that song was it was like was rocking all over the world, you know. So, and yeah, you know. So, and you know, like, because like once upon a time, you know, my friend used to have his have his Britney Spears CD like long time ago, but you know, and he said he loved it very much, you know. So, you know, um, you know, Britney Spears is the most classic pop artist in her career, you know, you know. And I've been listening to that ever since when I was like 13 or 14 at the time, before, you know, the millennium just came, you know. So, you know, and you know, and I cannot wait, you know, to listen Britney Spears all over again, you know. You know, and I don't know how long Britney Spears album is gonna last, so her legacy will keep her alive, you know, will not. So let's not forget about that. All right. So, you know, she's, you know, she's my favorite singer. You know, I can't complain about, you know, listening the words she was saying. You know, but because besides that, she hasn't lose any of it, so time flies by. I can't, you know, I don't know what Britney Spears' new song will be in the future, so we'll have to wait and see what comes next, so we'll have to decide, whether it's going to be in the future for her music career, or we don't know for sure. All right, guys. Happy 25th anniversary to the legend. Britney Spears is, she's gonna continue to, live on for the rest of her life, and and she will always be remembered until her music career will not forget. All right, guys. That's the all I have for the main story for today, and I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Let's hope that music legends never die. We keep listening to her albums, because I know she's a popular singer. I don't know what to expect to see, what what she looked like, but she's the best, of all. All right, so yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, and we will definitely talk later or tomorrow. I don't know what the case it will be, so thank you so much for the time being. I hope everyone have an amazing day, and enjoy your day, and we'll catch up on that at another time. Thank you, and God bless.